All right, we're here for another update. Oh man, things are really starting to pick up here. So here's our Barker plant. I still haven't done away with the main yet because I'm not sure if this is going to take, if this has taken yet 100%. I mean, this is DAP 7, so if memory serves, these things really don't start kicking into gear until about DAP 10 or so. And boy, look over here on this middle side vine here. We got a little stem split, and it's split down there too. You can see that. And this might just be because of the this one's growing the fastest, and maybe it just started growing faster than what the size of the stem right there would allow for. But yeah, so great. Now let's come over here to 2054 Strickler. We got a pollination to do tomorrow. And I've got a couple of flowers from the Barker all ready to go inside. And yeah, we will take, oops, I think my little twisty tie came off there. Okay, we fixed that. So I'm already curving this guy around little by little. I don't see another one. I don't see another one on the tip. So at this point, I don't think I'll be able to get another pollination on this plant before we go on our trip. So it looks like we're going to go with this one. This one is gonna, if you include the curve, on the where the stem is, where I had to curve it around, it's probably somewhere between 10 and 12 feet, which isn't you know, oh, look at that, got some volunteers. Boy, I tell you, the volunteers from the garden last year are rampant. Peppers, tomatoes, they'll come up more easily than the seeds that I actually planted. All right, let's take a look at Caspers. 1935.5 Caspers. Side vines are really starting to come on now. We've got, this is here at about, I want to say maybe 10 feet. But if we look down the line here, we got another one right here that might be in a better spot. We're going to pollinate this one and that one. This one, there's probably still enough time before our trip that I'll be able to get pollination in. And in that case, the pumpkin will be right here at the very edge of the patch, because let's see, if this is 12 feet, we only got another 6 feet or so to go before we hit the neutral zone, and we don't want to go there. All right, it's June 13th. Plants look pretty good, but I'm kind of making this video for therapeutic purposes. We had a lot of rain last night. Got up this morning to see this. My Barker split right here. This was already seeping yesterday, so this was kind of a weak spot on the pumpkin. So my guess is that, you know, we just had a lot of rain. It tried to grow and just popped. Really unfortunate. So we're not going to get to grow this one. So at this point, once the fruits are set on the other plants, I will pull this plant, and it really breaks my heart to do that because this is a good looking plant now. Nice big leaves, nice full, good color. But you know, on the flip side, the other plants are looking about the same now. I mean, if you look at these nice, really nice looking leaves, bigger leaves over there towards the main there. Kind of got the same thing here on the Caspers. Yeah, and here's the other thing. The Caspers decided to open this morning. I'm not sure why, but it opened like halfway. So I don't know. I pollinated it. I've never had experience with these, but it was kind of a big 4-lober. So I pollinated it with the barker. The barker had 2 flowers open this morning. And I don't even know what to do with that. I had to kind of peel it open a little bit just to get to the rest of it. But yeah, those two petals there kind of opened and the other ones did not. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say, Rough day in the patch, I guess. You'll have that. But, hey, we got that other one on the Caspers here. That's a handful of days out. We'll pollinate that one. That one might be the keeper anyhow because, I don't know, it's a more appropriate length from the stem. Oh, boy. Anyway, let's see how much rain we got here. Yeah, it looks like almost an inch. Maybe half an inch. What does it say there? I can't read it. I gotta pull it up out of the ground. Yeah, that was from last night, so a little more than half an inch. That's a lot. That's a lot of rain. And you can see the ground is still wet this morning, so yeah, really good, decent amount of rain, but not so good for cracking a pumpkin open. So anyway, Strickler, I'm continuing the loop around there. I think I need to get out a couple more sticks later today and get that looped back the other way, and then cull off that secondary and leaf over there next to the pumpkin. Just kind of get that going. Hopefully that one stays together a little bit better. Oh dear, but at least I know now to look for, when I see deficiencies on the outside of a pumpkin like that, maybe that's a signal to have another one standing by. It's just because that one might not make it. Oh boy. Well, like Doc Rodabaugh says, you're going to have issues. And while I don't have a lot of holes in my leaves here, we we can have all sorts of other issues going on. Hey, but you know what? Aside from that, the plants are looking good. I idiotically culled these 2 secondary, or not culled, but I cut them yesterday right here to make room for this, which is not going to be here anymore. So that feels bad. That feels very bad. These secondaries were going to be really nice, but no more. Man. All right, now we're starting to get a little bit better feeling here in the patch now. If we look at Strickler over here, I'm going to try to step, the ground's pretty wet. I've been doing some extra watering. I got to get rid of that rogue secondary there I was going to get rid of. She looks pretty good for DAP 3, I would say. Let's take a look at this. Well, I'm not ready to, we'll pull that off later. Yeah, that's DAP 3, I'll take it. Casper's over there is DAP 2, looks pretty good as well. We'll go over there in a minute. Barker plant still looks really good, but we're about done with that. One more pollination and we're gonna pull that one out. It's a great plant. I hate to do it, but it needs to be done. We need more room for the secondaries so Strickler can spread on over to the other side. You can see here I've already got the curve going. And I'm going to bring this one, we're going to start bringing the main here back in this direction, just so we can get some more growth there. It's a long way to go for that. If you look at it from this angle, it looks like it's really close to the crown. However, you got to remember on this plant, the crown actually starts over there and loops around and then comes back. So it's probably actually close to 12 feet from the actual crown. There just aren't that many secondaries behind it, and you know that might be a limiter on the growth. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I don't have time to pollinate the one that's on the end over here. There is one on that tip there, but we're going to be gone by the time that thing opens. So we can't do that one. Meanwhile, over here with 1935.5 Caspers, this thing is growing like a mean machine now. And I've been covering the nodes with well, I bought another bag of peat moss over there. Peat moss is really good to use for that because peat moss can hold a tremendous amount of moisture. So if the soil gets dry, chances are the peat moss is not dry. So it gives those node roots a little something to suck on, you know, while they're waiting for more water. I mean, the plant's great. Of course, these two, there should be two secondaries here, but they're not. I cut them out. Those got hit too hard with the herbicide drift. But now these guys are, this plant is really starting to fill in fast. I mean, 2054 Strickler is too, but I idiotically cut those first two off over there to make room for the Barker, which is now going to get pulled here in a few days. So that was a mistake, but that's all right. We got plenty of growth we can do. Let's go around there and take a look at that pumpkin. Let's get a good look in there. Yeah, there we go. That is DAP 2. Now you can see there's a little bit of green on that. This might be an orange pumpkin. I don't know. I don't have really enough experience to be able to make that call, but yeah, she might have a little orange there. But that's DAP 2, and that's looking pretty good. Strickler's bigger, but it's also one day ahead. So yeah, and I'm really happy with the growth now. Look at this perfect Christmas tree pattern coming out here. I mean, I'm really happy with how I'm able to manage the vines now. I really ran myself ragged covering up those nodes yesterday with the peat moss, but I think it's well worth the effort because I think it's keeping the plant healthier, keeping it growing faster. I think it's gonna contribute to possibly bigger pumpkins in the end. So yeah, I was upset about losing the Barker pumpkin, but now that I can see that these other two are doing really well, you know what? I'm okay. I'm okay with that. And then here's the one that I actually want to keep right here. I would rather have this because of the number of secondaries behind it. This guy right here, which we would open in, I want to say maybe 2 days. 2 days, maybe 3 days. 3 days at the most, I would say. And if that one takes, we'll just do away with that one. You can see I haven't made a curve here yet because I'm hoping that this is the one. And that way, we'll do a curve here. Well, which side is it on? It's on that side. So we'll do a curve here and come out, and we're really close to the neutral zone here. So this plant actually has grown a little bit further. It's either grown further or maybe I mismeasured and this side has like less length than the other one does. I don't think so. I think this one just grew faster, which doesn't surprise me. It took off like a son of a gun. Once the herbicide crap wore off, took off faster than the other ones. So I think I made the right choice with these plants here. So we'll catch up with you when I get back from my vacation. I'm thinking the plants are going to be a great deal bigger at that point, and hopefully the pumpkins will be too.